In this video, we will talk about array. And array is a data structure used to store collection of data of same data type in contiguous memory location. But the why array is used uh, when we have a small number of variable required. For example, we only have the two student, or as we want to compare the two elements only. Let's say we have only two element number A and B. So we can simply declare int as and two variables. So two variables can be managed easily. So we can simply work with the two variables. But consider con- uh, consider a classroom where we have a lot of students. At a classroom, let's say we have the 50 students. So and we want to enter the marks of each student, or we want to enter the grade of each student. So so we can't declare 50 variables for each student. We can't declare 50 variables. 50 variables is will be so difficult to manage. So in this case, we will declare array. And how array is declared? We have data type. First of all, we declare what is the data type of the array, and then we will declare name of the array, and in bracket we declare the size. Okay. So if we want to enter the marks of the 50 student, we simply declare the array as int marks and 50. So it will be the data type, name of the array, and it is the size of the array. Okay. And how it is stored in a memory. In this line, it is saying that it store the collection of data of same data type in contiguous memory locations. What is mean by the contiguous memory locations? So we have a memory like this, and we have address to each location. We have address to each location. So it we have declared the size of 50. So it will be 50 slots will be assigned in memory. And indexing in array start from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3 till 49. Okay. It will simply name of this array will be marks, and for each slot we will have the address in a memory. For example, it will be 1000, it will be 1004, because we know that int data type, the size of int is 4 bytes. So if address of this slot is 1000, then this slot will be 1000 plus 4, and it will be 1000 plus 1004 plus 4 is 1008. So in this way it will be stored. Okay. And one interesting thing is that why in array indexing is from 0. Why can't we have the index from 1 to till 50? So answer for this question is uh, in 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 our memory, uh, this when we declare the array, so it is the name of the array, and it is also represent the address base address of the array. For example, if we will print the marks, if we will print the marks, so it is the name of the array as well as the address of the address of the array, base address of the array. So base address of the array is 1000. So it will simply print the 1000. Okay. But and when one more thing is when we want to retrieve the marks of, let's say, third student. So third student in array will be presented in index 2 because indexing will start from 0 to 1, 2, 3. So third student, marks of the third student can be retrieved by array name and by having the index number in the bracket 2. So it will be simply give the marks of the third student. It can also be write it down as star marks plus 2. This symbol represent uh, that we want to dereference the value presented address this. So marks is the address which has a value of 1000, and when we will plus 2 to it will be simply 1000 plus 2. So it is a very interesting here. Marks is the address. When we will add integer to it is not simply 1000 plus 2 is 1002. It will not be 1002. Here addition 1 represent one jump. 1000 plus 1 will be 1004. 1000 plus 2 will be 1008. Okay. So 1000 plus 2 will be 1008. So it simply means this is the address. So whatever the value present at this address will be dereferenced by this operator, star asterisk operator. So value will be let's say if we have the marks like this 50 and 53. So 53 will be printed here. So if let's say indexing is not start with 0 and indexing is start with 1. So indexing is start if indexing will be start with 1, then how we will retrieve the first element? We will write it as marks 1. And what does it mean? It means marks plus 1. Okay. So marks is 1000, 1000 plus 1 asterisk. So 1000 plus 1 will be 1004. But the elements would be present, first elements would be presented 1000 only. So this will be wrong. So that is why indexing will start with 0 in the array. Okay. And we have discussed this is how we declare the array. This is how we will declare the array and how the array will be initialized. Okay, let's discuss the code here and yes. Okay. For simplicity, I am declaring the array of size 10 only. So we will declare the data type of int when the variable name that is marks and then array size that is 10. Okay, we can initialize by here also. First first marks of the first student will be 18, 25, 54, 64, 76, and, and so on. Okay, we can declare like this, and we can simply retrieve the element like we want to print the marks of first student, then cout marks 0. Okay, so it will be it will print and 18. 18 will be printed. So you can see 18 will be printed. Let's say we want to print the marks of the fourth student. So we will write it 3. Fourth student will be 64. Okay. Let's say let's declare only marks of 5 student only. So in this way, given we can retrieve the marks of any student. Okay. Uh, I have also said that marks represent the base address of the array. So what will if we print marks only? So it will print the address, base address of the array. This is the base address of the array. So at this address, 18 is present. Uh, I have also said that um, marks 3, it can also be represented as marks plus 3. Okay, so we can simply see this. Both thing will print the same thing. Let's say marks plus 3. Okay, you can see 64 and 64. So we can also write it down as this. And what if we and I have also discussed that if marks is the base address, if we will add the integer to it, then it will not. It is not like if you are adding 1001 to 1000, then it will be 1001. No, if we are adding 1000 is the address representing the address of integer. If we will add one to it, then it will be incremented by the size of it. So in this case, let me print marks also. So you can see it is 610 and it is 614. So why by adding 1 it will be incremented by 4 because size of it is 4. Okay, and and there is one more operator which is called size of, by which we can count the size of any variable. Like if we do not know that how many bytes int take, so we can simply size of int, uh, and it will print the size of int, that is 4 bytes. Okay. Instead of int, we can also write marks any variable name. So it will print the size taken by marks. So we have five integer value, and each int take 4 bytes. So it will be 5 multiplied by 4, that is 20. So marks array takes 20 bytes. Okay, and I have discussed this operator that uh, asterisk operator is used to dereference the value from this address. There is one more operator that is called and ampersand. So which is represent the address. If we will if we want to print the address of any variable, for example, if we can also that we know that marks, it is the name of the array, so it represents the base address of the array. Okay, but we can also add handle to it to print the address. It will print the same value. We can see both the addresses are same. It is not with the array, but we can also use it with the any variable. For example, if we declare int a and a is equal to 20, so simply we want to know the memory address of a, we can write it down as this. So it will print the this. You can see. And one more thing is uh, this this memory address is different from this memory address is different from this memory addresses. You can see it. Okay. So handle by adding handle we can uh, print the address of any variable. Okay. And now let's discuss how the integer is passed as argument to the function. Let's say we want to add the marks of all the students. So we declare a function which will return int. It will accept the array as an argument and the size of the array. So we can simply declare variable sum which will be 0, and we can start the loop from 0 to 5, and sum will be added to the marks will be added to the sum variable, and at last we will return the sum. Okay. And here we can pass the array to this function by simply mentioning the name of the array. Okay. Okay. And we also declare the size of the array. And okay. So this function return a integer value. So for catching the value, we declare int answer sum, and we can simply see out print the answer. As you can see, the sum of the all the marks is 237. And we have discussed that marks is name of the array. So it represents the base address. So when we pass array as an argument, when we pass array as an argument to this function, so here the address is passed. Okay. If let's say if it, it will be like this, we have array which is marks. Okay. And we have passed it to the function, and in function it accepts the marks with a name array. So array is also an ARR is also an array which represents the same memory location declared by which is pointed by the marks. So if we changes, if we do change, if we make any changes to this variable, these changes will reflected to memory and also to the marks. Let's say if we update array of 3 to 56. Initially array of 3 is 64. So if we change the array of 3 to 56, and at last if we see out marks of 3, so it will change it to 56 from 64. See, it changes to 56 from 64. So if we pass the name of the array to function, so the address is passed to this function. So if we do make any changes to this array, so these changes will reflect to the original array as well. Okay, and it is a single 1D array. We can also print, we can also declare the 2D array as well. Let's say uh, we have 5 students and 3 subjects. Okay, or let's say we have only 3 subjects only and 5 students. Okay, so it will be from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will represent students, and this will represent subjects. Let's say 0, 1, 2. Let's say 0 represent maths, this represents science, this represents English. Okay, so this can also be stored in 2D array. So how the 2D array will be declared? We can declare 2D arrays. Let's say marks 2. It will represent by 2 square bracket. First square bracket will represent the number of rows. So we have 5 students, and the second bracket will represent the size of subjects. So we have 3 subjects, so it will be 3. And we can and declare uh, marks of first student as 15, 54, 24, and marks of second student as 45, 56, 76, and marks of third student as 34, 57, 89, and marks of fourth student is 23, 65, 78, and marks of fifth student as 12, 63, and 53. Okay, and we want to know the marks of maths, that is first subject of the student second. So how we can represent it? We want to know marks of third student, that 3 is represented fourth student, and subject is 2, 1 represent 2 here. Okay, so it will print so it is 65 marks of fourth student, that is this one, and the second subject is 65. So see, 65 is printed. 65 is printed. So in this way, we can also declare the 2D array, and all the concept will be same as in 1D array. Okay.